A major player in the crypto world is in some serious hot water. We're talking about Theta Network, a project that's built on the idea of decentralization, but is now facing a massive crisis of trust. You see, some very serious accusations have been leveled directly at its CEO, and it's forcing everyone to ask some pretty tough questions. And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Are we looking at a case of actual fraud, or is this just a storm of unproven allegations? We're going to try and separate the facts from all the noise. So, for anyone who's not familiar, Theta Network has a huge goal: to decentralize video streaming. It's basically a peer-to-peer network where users share their bandwidth to earn the native token, Theta. It's been a pretty big project for a while now, which is exactly why these new allegations are hitting so hard. Okay, so where is all this coming from? Well, this isn't just noise on social media. The core of the accusation is a formal lawsuit filed in California by two former executives from Theta Labs. That alone just raises the stakes significantly. And the claims themselves, they are devastating. The lawsuit alleges everything from fraud and market manipulation of the Theta token to artificially inflating the price with misleading partnerships. It even claims the CEO personally profited from undisclosed insider sales and retaliated against employees who questioned him. These are incredibly serious charges. Now, it is absolutely crucial to remember one thing. For now, these are just allegations. There hasn't been a verdict or any official sanction. In the eyes of the law, the whole innocent until proven guilty thing is still very much in play. With news this big, the conversation just inevitably exploded online. And that brings us to the community itself, the people who support and invest in Theta. How did they react to this bombshell? As you can imagine, things got heated. You can see the split so clearly on platforms like Reddit. The community fractured almost instantly. On one side, you've got the harsh critics yelling fraud and rug pull. That's when founders just abandon a project and run off with investor funds. And on the other side, you have the cautious skeptics urging everyone to wait for the legal process and focus on the bigger picture of regulation. Over on Twitter, the tone was one of widespread concern. As the news spread, it had a very real impact on the market. The price of the Theta token took a hit, which is a clear reminder of just how closely sentiment and value are tied together in the crypto world. And what's just pouring gasoline on the fire? The complete silence. To date, there has been no official response from CEO Mitch Liu or from Theta Labs. This communication vacuum just lets the community fill in the blanks, which, rarely ends well. This all leads to a huge challenge for anyone following this story, trying to separate the actual facts from the overwhelming media noise. It's about cutting through the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that can cloud judgment and lead to some pretty rash decisions. So, where does this leave the community? You can see the sentiment is deeply split. A full half is dominated by investor concern. Another third is staying cautiously skeptical, refusing to jump to conclusions. And a smaller but loyal 15% continues to defend the project. It's a community under some serious stress. In a situation this volatile, how do you even navigate the uncertainty? It's so easy to get swept up in the drama, but there are logical steps you can take to process all this information responsibly. There are 4 key things to keep in mind. First, verify your sources. Separate the reliable news from anonymous rumors. Second, avoid emotion. Social media is not a financial advisor. Third, be patient. The legal process can take months, sometimes even years. And finally, watch out for disinformation, especially in places like Telegram where chaos creates opportunity for scammers. Ultimately, Theta Network is facing a make-or-break moment. This goes way beyond a legal battle or a price dip. This is about the 2 most valuable assets any project has: its reputation and the trust of its community. Both are hanging by a thread.
And that leaves us with the big question. What happens now? Can the project's reputation recover regardless of the legal outcome? And maybe more importantly, can it ever fully win back the trust of its community?